Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. So this morning I got in the truck and my middle son asked me to drive him to the bus stop this morning. So usually my husband just takes him to school because the way the schools are set up, all three of the schools are literally 5 minutes from our house. We live in a master plan community, so the schools are actually in the neighborhood. But this morning my son asked me to drive him to the bus stop. He wanted to take the bus and he just wanted a few minutes with me by himself. And we sat in the truck and we talked about, what he wanted for Christmas, and we said our prayers and talked about a little bit about what he wants to be when he grows up and these kinds of things. I try to get the kids kind of talking about what they want to be when they grow up, because I'm 45 and I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, and I don't want my children to be 45 not knowing what they want to do or be. Now, of course, we have second acts and third acts. Maybe they'll want to do this for the first so many years of their adult life, and and then change gears or whatever, and that's fine. But I just don't want them to be 45 still trying to figure it out for the first time, because that is not the safest place to be. Anywho, once my son got out of the truck, I was trying to figure out what to vlog about today. And because, like I told y'all before, when I vlog, I want to be intentional. I don't want to just come on here and be rambling, because, like I said before, when I know what I'm talking about, I still ramble. I still am a scatterbrain. So they would be terrible if I come on here and I didn't already have something outlined to talk about. So my husband called and he asked me, he says, well, first of all, the fact that he even asked me about the vlog tickled me, because it just did. But he said, are you about to, record? And I said, well, I'm not sure, because I really don't know what to talk about. And I said, well, you know what, actually, give me a topic. And then he gave me the topic of all topics, the thing I hate talking about more than anything, the thing that is the bane of my existence, the thing that I feel like has actually stopped me from being more successful in the different business ventures that I've started. As you all know, I make jewelry, and I plan elopements. I do, my daughter and I have a luxury picnic business where if you want a luxury picnic, we will go to the area of your choice and we will set up a picnic. And the picnic can be either a blanket on the ground, and then everything is luxury. I mean, like high-end everything, and it's just beautiful. Or we'll actually set up a table. So you can, if you are a person that doesn't really necessarily like sitting on the ground to eat, we'll have a table out there. And the table has a charcuterie board and wine glasses or champagne flutes, and it has, it's just, when I say luxury, I mean like luxury. Nice linens, just luxury. And then when you're on the ground, we actually put a like a rug down and then put a blanket on top of it, because just sitting a blanket straight on the ground, yuck. But anyway, see how I ramble? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about finances. But see how I ramble? It's a disease. It's a sickness. I have a sickness. I own it. But he said to talk about finances. I don't like talking about money. I don't like it. I don't like talking about money. I don't like talking about budgeting, and this is what you owe me, and this is how much it costs, and I don't like it. I just don't like it. I hate it, actually. So thank God for my husband, who is a genius at finances. For the first forever of our marriage, I was not working outside of the house. I always managed to have a few dollars coming in of my own, this little odd job or that commission or, whatever, but I never really contributed enough to the household to put it this way, I always made enough money where I didn't have to necessarily pick his pockets for spare change. I made enough money on my own to be able to support whatever thing that I was in love with at that moment. So there you have that. But he has always been able to take 2 pennies, rub them together, and make magic. It is amazing to me the way his mind works and the way that he does things. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better provider or person that just makes it happen. Like, I don't ever worry about it because I know that he got us. Like, it is amazing, but he got us. But he called and he said that he wanted to sit down and do a budget. And I feel even more in love with him because when he said that, like, I work, but my money doesn't really go toward anything in the house. My money is, again, I just do what I want to do with my money. And he's just like, listen, you know, do what you want to do with your money. It is what it is. But in budgeting, he was saying, you know, I grocery shop once a week because what I do is I make a menu of what I plan to cook for the week. And then I only buy the things that I need for the menu. Now, there are things that you buy, like your staples, your eggs, your butter, your milk, frozen waffles, chips, you know, things that you are going to need, not to make a meal, but just things you're going to need for, let me hurry and just eat something really quick, things that you just have to buy over and over again. So not including those things, but I shop once a week for our family because we are a family of, in our household right now, a family of 6. And we go through a lot of groceries, a lot, so many. But at the same time, if you walk into our pantry, there are a lot of things in the pantry that are absolutely going to go to waste. Half bags of chips, or we are bread people. So, well, no. Let me take that back. My oldest daughter and I and my middle son are bread people. So we literally might have 4 different kinds of bread in the house at one time because we're bougie bread people. We're bougie bread people. Like, there are certain breads I just won't buy. Like, I'm just not. And if I'm at your house and you make me like toast with that kind of bread, I'm allergic. I can't eat that. There's something in that specific type of bread that it's gonna make my tongue swell up, so I can't eat it. Hey guys, I'm passing that wrapped up tree again, and every time I pass it, it blows my mind. But anyway, so we're bougie bread people, and most times we eat it all, but then every now and then there might be like 2 or 3 pieces at the end, and then after it gets to be like 3 days old, nobody's gonna eat it because it's not soft anymore, and that's just wasteful. So he was saying that he wants to do a budget. We need to be more mindful of how we spend money, because my husband is near retirement, and we've sat down and we've discussed. My bachelor's degree is in psychology, and my master's is organizational management, human resources. And I don't work in either one of those fields. As you know, I'm a 2nd grade teacher. But we're going to start a mentoring program. And I'm about to go back to school to get my master's in marriage and family therapy so I can get licensed. And once I do that, I'm going to be able to take on clients and counsel legally, as a profession and as a business. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to start a home-based business and mentoring program. And so what he was saying was, once the money that we make now changes, we need to know how to better budget money. We need to know that, okay, so we're not going to eat out as much. We're not going to buy 3 different kinds of bread. Yes, I am. I'm still buying my bread. But we're not going to buy, 3 different kinds of bread. We're only going to buy maybe 2. I am a coffee fanatic. So in my coffee cabinet, I probably have 7 different brands of coffee. We're not going to do that because, again, my coffee tastes is like my bread tastes. It's not cheap coffee. It's not like, $35 a cup, but it's not cheap coffee. So now I have all these different kinds of coffee. And then I'll order our menu, our shopping cart for next week, and I'll order more coffee. So we need to cut back on that. So when he said it, it made perfect sense. I mean, it did. It made perfect sense. We need to budget. And so that's what I'm coming to you all about today. Like, we all need to, going into 2022, we need to set budgets for how much money we spend on groceries, how much money we spend on entertainment, how much money we spend on beauty, like, hair products, and if you do your own hair, and makeup, and these kinds of things, because if we're not paying attention, before you know it, you have 7 or 8 different kinds of coffee. You have 3 or 4 different kinds of bread. You have, in my case, I might have seriously no less than 25 different things of lip gloss, and we wear masks. So why am I wearing lip gloss under the mask and then constantly under the mask, because now my lips are sticking to the mask and it's all gross. So budgeting, because the deal is this: you should have in your savings at all times, and this is not emergency money for a pair of boots that you really love went on sale, but I mean emergency, like you go to work and find out you've lost your job, or your significant other lost their job, or whatever. The man next to me is looking at me in the car like, is she talking to herself? Yes, sir, I am. I'm talking to myself. So please get out of my and myself conversation. Thank you. So anyway, we should have enough money saved up for 6 months to be able to cover all of your bills, your mortgage, if you live in an apartment, your rent, your renter's insurance, your gas in your car, food, everything. You should have enough money to survive for 6 months. We need to figure out, guys, how we're going to budget to make sure that we can save enough money for 6 months. Once you get to 6 months, push toward a year. Push toward a year. You need to be able to start with that 6 months. You need to be okay, because things are happening. There's another wave of COVID. I believe that there's another wave, and then I think there's going to be another wave after that, and then after that, and after that. And when COVID first hit, people lost their jobs like, whoa. Right? And some people were fine, and other people were not. There are so many people that are literally one check away from not being all right. One check. And one check is, in a lot of cases, only 2 weeks worth of work. And so if you lose your job and can't get another job immediately, or it takes you 3 months to get a job, you need to be able to survive. Like, if you went to work today and found out that you've been laid off, or you got fired, or your business that you work for is shutting down, would you be okay? Would you be able to put gas in your car to go to other job interviews? Would you be able to eat? How would you survive? So we need a budget. And like I said, budgeting is not something, I feel like the word budgeting is like, it's like a curse word. It's like somebody called me a seriously terrible name. But unfortunately, it's a necessary evil. We have to do it. So that is all for today. But you know what? Listen, if you have any really good ideas, tricks, or tips on budgeting, please drop it at the bottom and let me know, because this is something maybe we should start doing. I should start doing once a week, different tricks and tips for people to budget, because it's hard out here for some people. You know, it is hard to balance, you know, a single income, or maybe it's not a single income, it's two incomes. But you know, it seems like the price of everything continues to go up, everything except for the hourly wages. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything, gas just keeps going up and keeps going up and keeps going up, and you can't not drive, you can't not go back and forth to work. You don't have that an option of, no, I'm not paying the elevated price for gas. You don't have a choice. Whatever it is they charge is what we have to pay. So it's hard. It is hard for people. So we need to figure out a way to budget. We gotta really watch those pennies and find ways to supplement income. You know, we have to figure it out. Ways that doesn't feel like another job or another you know, thing that's taking away our time. Everything goes back to my very first video. Our time. You know, our time is costing more and more. So I'm gonna end on that. Like I said, if you have any tricks or tips or ideas or hacks or whatever it is that you want to call it, on ways that we can stretch these pennies and rub these pennies together and make them dimes or whatever, that would be great. I will talk to you all again maybe this afternoon, and if not, on Monday morning on my way to work. And guess what, people? My week next week, 3.5 days. 3.5 days. I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and half of Thursday. Who won't God do it? Listen to me good when I say God is good. I work 3.5 days next week, and then I'm off for 19 days. Listen, teachers do not make a lot of money. Let me adjust my camera so you can see me. Teachers do not make a lot of money. Oh, but it's them days that we're off. Them long stretches of time off. When I get my time, when my time is mine, oh, that's priceless. Oh my God, listen. You don't even know. Ooh, you don't even, I can't even make you understand how excited I am. I don't even, there are no words. But anyway, guys, like I was saying, finances, budgeting, paying attention to how we spend our money, not eating out so much. If you made something delicious for dinner, instead of it ending up in the trash can in a couple of days, take it for lunch the next day. You know what I'm saying? You all eat them damn Thanksgiving meals for 14 days. Don't say you don't. Do not tell me that you do not be eating the macaroni and cheese and it's already hard around the edges. Don't tell me you don't, because I know you're telling a story. So if you can eat that 14-day-old macaroni and cheese, then whatever it is you made for dinner last night, you could bring it to work today and eat it for lunch instead of eating that nasty, you know, fast food that when you get done eating it, first thing you do is go to the bathroom because now your stomach is tore up. And now you all at work wishing you had a baby bite. But anyway, that was a lot. I will talk to you all later. If you have, like I said, if you have any ideas, please let me know. Guys, my nails, I need to look at my nails now. But guess what? I can't because we're budgeting. Guess what? I have to have my daughter make me some press-ons, right? So anyway, I will talk to you all later. I love you so much. Thank you for spending your time with me this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever it is that you spent time with me. I will see you again soon. Be safe, and I love you. Bye.